This tattoo artist gave a little girl a permanent tattoo. So this is Sosa, and in a recent Instagram post, he told the story of how he tattooed a 9-year-old girl. And according to the original post, this girl walked into Sosa's shop called Black Onyx Empire Tattoo in Yuma, Arizona with her parents. And notably, I will say in Arizona, it is legal to tattoo children with the permission and in the presence of their parents. So this is technically legal. And according to Sosa's post, the girl initially said that she wanted a portrait of Donald Trump tattooed on her neck, but he then talked her down to an American flag on her upper arm, with him then also claiming that he tried to scare the parents away by overcharging by several $100s, quoting them $500 on what would otherwise be an $80 tattoo. But instead, he said the parents were all for it and they jumped at that price. So Sosa then tattooed this little girl and said that she should think on that Donald Trump portrait for a year, and if she still wants it, then she should get it. And like I said, that was the original post. Now, a year later, that girl is 10 years old and she apparently came back, but just for a touch-up of her flag. Or with Sosa saying the girl told him that she did end up changing her mind about the portrait. And so as you might expect, especially if you're watching right now and part of, or all of your brain is going, what the actual fuck? This story blew up. It got a bunch of headlines and it sparked a lot of backlash, especially against Sosa. You're seeing people online saying things like, anybody that tattoos a 9-year-old deserves to be thrown in prison. You're a garbage human being. And I am pro tattoo all the way, the more the better. However, this is insanity. What tattoo artist agrees to tattooing a 9-year-old, regardless of parental approval? This is beyond stupid. With also Sosa on this telling a local news outlet that the backlash hasn't just been limited to him, saying, I'm getting a lot of hate from it, my employees are getting hate from it, my business, I'm getting so many bad reviews on Google. With the man going on to say that this situation was an exception, right? Saying that he usually cuts off at 15 years old with parental consent, but in this case, there was more to the story than what was in the original post. Claiming now that the girl and her parents, that they're from Turkey, and after listening to their story and hearing how important this was to them, he decided to give her the ink. Saying they were just very grateful to be here in the United States. They were just being grateful. They said they saw Donald Trump as a hero, and adding to the New York Post, it was a cultural thing. Would I do it again? Probably not. However, I was moved by the story they had. And, with all this, even in the face of all the backlash, you have Sosa standing by his decision, even as he's also saying there should be more regulations on tattooing minors. Saying, I don't think tattoos on kids is the right thing to do. I think laws should be made. I think a Sosa law should be made because I posted it. There should be an age limit. However, I will say that hasn't stopped even those within the tattoo industry itself from criticizing Sosa's decision here. For example, Ben Shaw, who's with the Alliance of Professional Tattooists, telling WBTV that while tattooing a kid may be legal with parental permission in Arizona, that does not make it ethical. Saying, it can give us professionals a bad reputation if you see a 10-year-old child with a professional tattoo and they say they got it at a tattoo shop. That degrades us as a whole. Also, I do want to note here that amid all the conversation that's very much been focused around Sosa, there is also a lot of criticism towards the parents of the girl. Or with us also seeing people online saying things like, no 9-year-old should ever be getting a tattoo in the first place. The parent of that child is so irresponsible and does not deserve their kid at all. With all that, I gotta pass the question off to you. What are your thoughts here? Is Sosa in the wrong? Are the parents in the wrong? Is the law in the wrong? Yes to all, no to all? What are your thoughts here?